Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at AOBC. This is the only stock I traded today. Uh, Actually, no. I did trade ZZAN. I didn't remember earlier when I reviewed the ZZAN video, but it was just such a small winner that I, apparently wasn't worth remembering. But this was my relatively big winner. But let's take a look at the news. So AOBC on Market Watch News, we have some article about Trump tariffs, but sorry, it doesn't say anything specific about AOBC. Excuse me, got the hiccups a little bit. And here on other news, let's see, pre-market. No, I mean, oh yeah, American outdoor brands. Okay, so earnings. So that was a catalyst. They had good earnings. Okay. So there were news. Let's take a look at the level, shall we? So let's take a look at the move. So the low of the breakout candle was 832, and the high was 898. So that's quite a nice move. About what's that, 67, 65, 66 cents or so. So nice move. High volume, very nice. Then we have first pullback candle, right? So it pulls back less than 50% of the move from a high of 898 to 866, still well above the moving averages in the VWAP. Then we have a second pullback candle. Second pullback candle reaches the 851 level, so over 50% of the breakout. I've been analyzing 5-minute charts, 5-minute bull flags, and at least from the past couple of weeks, most successful bull flags actually uh, pull back more than 50% of the move for the breakout. So in this move, so I was looking at this level. I was looking at 851, and when it got that low, and since it tapped the 9 EMA, I felt really comfortable taking a position near that level, and I did. I took a position at 855. So we have the next candle. Oh, and of course, let's take notice that this happened on lower volume, less than half the volume of the breakout, so that's nice. Um, so on the next candle, this green candle here, it did get down to 850, and actually, you know what? My stop was 8. I said, okay, so I got in at 855. My stop's gonna be 850, but it got to 850. That was a low, and I thought, let's let it get down to 849 because in this candle here, if we take a look at the 9 EMA, the 9 EMA was 853. And I know that some candles do break below the 9 EMA just a little bit, but then get back up. So once it hit 850, yes, I was with my finger on the trigger, but I thought, no, let's be patient. If it breaks the $0.50 level, which is another level that is respected sometimes, and if it breaks it, sometimes it breaks a lot lower or a lot higher. Depends on which way the stock is moving, right? Depends on which point of the move we're taking a look at. So I said, okay, let's wait, and that paid off because I did not sell. It didn't get below 850, and well, as you can see here, it did make a move up. Oh, oops, sorry. So 855 is the level I bought. So we see the next candle, and the high of this candle was 867. Um, Next candle did keep going up higher. Actually, quite curious that it the next candle, the breakout candle, didn't happen on high volume. I have terrible memory, guys. I don't know if there was another a stock making a big move, or why it didn't get that much attention. But it's pretty much a picture perfect 5-minute bull flag. But yeah, it did make the move up to 884, but not on high volume, or not as high as the first breakout. Actually, even lower than the pullbacks. But anyway, I sold at 861. I know, right? Bummer. I just thought that was my bad. I was just not patient, and yeah, I was just not patient, guys. Um, but I took a little win. Uh, and the way it's been, the way it was last month, you know, stocks were making false breakouts. You think that they would keep running, and they didn't. They broke out, just a few cents, and then they sold off. So with that in mind, I just took my profits there and had a nice, well, not that nice, but just a small winner. Uh, but as we can see, it did go all the way up to 885. How nice would that have been? But you know, oh well. Then I did buy again at 850. So 850. Let's take a look at that level. Actually, I'm not quite sure where I bought again at 850. I don't know if it was here or. Well, if I bought again at 850, it must have 851. Let's take a look. I bought again at 850. When? Oh, I see. Okay. So what happened was that I remember now. Again, I have terrible memory. So I sold. It was still this candle. It was still this candle. I sold for that small winner of 7 cents, um, 6 cents. I'm sorry, and then it dropped back down. But we were still on the same candle, and it was later in the candle. It was about to close or close to closing. So I thought, hey, you know what? I I think it's gonna respect the level. It's just a natural up and down. So I'm gonna buy. So I bought at 850, and then I sold. Actually, I sold again. Looking at my P&L here, or my order history rather, I sold at 861 for a little bigger winner this time of 11 cents. 861. I don't remember if it was the same candle. I think it was the same candle. Yes. Yeah, it had to be the same candle. But had I been patient, I could have sold, all the way up to 886. But that's just fine. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm a new trader. I have a small account. I'm trying to manage risk, and a $50 winning day, it's okay with me right now. So that happened. We had a breakout, not that big a volume again. We had a pullback, and then we have this. Is this still the pull? I guess these are still pullbacks, even though they're closing green because they. Yeah, I mean they're still pullbacks because the candle is not breaking the previous candle's high, and this was the first breakout candle, even though it closed red, but then the next candle did move up, and from then it kept riding up all the way to what is it, 942. So it did make these moves, but the volume wasn't as high, and I just wonder why. So I like to think about these kind of things. Uh, Unfortunately, I have a bad memory, and I don't remember if there was another stock making a big move, and traders had their, traders' attention was on another stock. But enough traders were on this stock to let it play out the way it was supposed to, or at least the way we like it to. Nothing's supposed to do anything, I guess. But yes, it did break the high day, and it went up to 940s. That's a really cool move. So that's AOBC. Um, let's see. Yeah, it kept going higher and higher. That's really nice. That's AOBC, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. If I can answer them, I will. If you have any suggestions, just leave in the comment section. As always, we'll see you on the next one. This is my last talk for today. Uh, and yeah, have a good one, guys.